Hi guys, Steve from the running company Lordale. Just thought I'd share some thoughts around socks today. And there's lots of socks out on the market. There's so many different socks for different applications. I guess the quite common question I get in the shop is, what's the best sock for me? It is individual, obviously. A bit like your footwear, it is individual to that person who's wearing that sock or that shoe. But for us in store, I guess what we see quite commonly is people wearing bond socks or cotton socks in general for their running. Now please stop doing that. It is not good for your feet. Some people might get away with the cotton sock on the foot, but over time cotton is not a very good material to run in. Run specialty socks or technical running socks are definitely the way to go. There's quite a few reasons for this, many reasons being that's the makeup of the sock. No cotton at all, using elastane, polyester, nylon, lots of different materials, but more importantly too, it's the knit that goes into those socks. So generally your cotton socks, it's kind of shaped slightly to your foot, but over time those materials and those fibers stretch and become loose on the foot. So hence why those socks become baggy on the foot. And we know the biggest problem getting blisters is from movement, which is usually caused by friction, which is the socks moving within the shoes most of the time, and moisture build up, as in retaining that moisture. Now these socks are designed to have breathability to it and to hold to your foot. A favourite of mine is the Features. I've been running in them for a very long time, and you can see this is the particular length that I like to go for. You can get different lengths, obviously the no-show and all the way up to sort of longer ones. I prefer this sort of length, but generally the reason why I choose these socks is there's no seams, so no seams across the toes, so for no pressure across there. There's no seams anywhere else throughout the sock. Now, very importantly, they have different levels of layers to the sock. So you can see, I'll try and make it easy for you to see on the camera, but generally on the top of the sock is a very light sort of material through there. So the knit is lighter across the top, which allows for breathability, so the moisture and the heat to go away from the sock. Where you can see it's a little bit thicker through the areas like the toe area for more protection, where the high pressure points are, the ball of the foot and the heel of the sock as well too. Now you can see with this is there's an arch through there. Now that's why they've got L and R, left and right. The reason for that is because that arch is going to sit to your arch on your foot. So if you put it on the wrong foot, it's not going to fit and feel right on the foot. But the idea is that then sits and hugs in there, because the knit is a bit tighter in that spot there, to hug to the arch and stop any movement of the sock on the foot. But as also on the heel, you'll see that the knit is slightly different on the heel as well too. Usually with most of the cotton socks, it's kind of the same directional knit throughout the sock. So as you put your foot into the sock, it drags that sock into the shoe and you start to get that baggy sock. Everyone hates that feel. These won't do that. And regardless of whether it's the no-show design or this length, you will not get it bagging up into your shoe, because your heel will sit into that area because the stitch is knitted to that direction, so it won't pull under the foot. And obviously, yeah, lots of cushioning sort of under the foot. They do come in different levels of cushioning, but particularly for me, this one works the best for me. Now, you can have other socks like Steigen, for instance, very popular again. They kind of go down the other end of the scale, where it's a very light material. It's meant to make it feel like you're not even wearing socks at all. These use a lycra material, so once again, really huggy to the foot. You can see no seams again through there. Nice and light across the top of the foot, has a nice sort of hug feel to it because it is lycra, so it holds to the foot, really thin. So if you're someone who just likes to have that feeling of no socks on the foot, this is definitely the best way to go. Once again, they claim blister free, is their motto as well too. All these socks kind of do. So yeah, if you're someone who doesn't like a thick sock but likes to have that huggy feel to it, definitely the Steigen's also a very good option. The other one we got are the Maven socks. So if you're not a fan of, I guess, sort of the more cushioned sock or the real thin sock with the Steigen's, then Maven sort of hits that middle mark for us as well too. So we can see that with these guys, same again, using left and right. So sits to the foot, left and right. That way you get the right arch support to it, so it doesn't bag as well too. And I guess the other thing you got to think about too with left and right is our left and our right foot generally for most people are a different size, slightly different shape. If you keep putting those socks on different feet, they will stretch over the time with your cotton socks. So you put these on your left and your right, and they're always going to fit to the shape of that foot. So that's really important. But same again with the Maven, like the other socks, really high knit and thread count to it. Really kind of has that sort of nice stretch and give to it, but will go back into shape as well too. No seams again on it, good protection underfoot, lightweight on top of the foot. Yeah, really important when you're coming in, you're getting new shoes, to think about your socks. Socks is really important, particularly if you're running, but also for walking, going on hikes and stuff as well too. You've got to get that right. So please, when you come in next time to get some new shoes, or you're just going through your sock drawer one day and you go, geez, I'm getting blisters on my foot or whatever, what's causing that? I'd say it's probably your socks. So come in, have a chat to the crew. We've got multiple options in any of these sort of styles, and we'll find the right one for you. So yeah, come on in when you're ready, and yeah, we'll try some socks on.